An 11th grand final and a trip to Birmingham on the line for NRG. Game 1 brought to you by Progressive, getting underway versus Complexity.
And that would be a big pressure release valve being open for NRG to not have to worry mainly about the major. I believe, Sadly, when I think the team doesn't put as much stock in it as everyone else in terms of the streak, but just being able to know you're going to be at the major, that's what those players truly care about.
No doubt. The only thing they got to care about at this point is actually winning the big one, right? And Daniel will start things off quickly for NRG. It only takes 17 seconds for this team to get it going. Nice touch from Beast Mode.
Raise Bull, awkward. He had no boost on the back wall, or very low boost. It was behind him, trying to read it, trying to get back to the ball. Just didn't work out. So a little bit of sloppy defense there from Complexity. A good attack from NRG, recognizing the low boost, keeping that ball high, forcing the mistakes out of Complexity.
Complexity went to the bot kickoff again, but didn't end up working out for them. You were talking a lot about the kickoffs as well, seeing a lot more switch up of them in North America. Those European teams have really led the charge on that, and over here in North America, many teams have seen the value in it, trying to implement it. Complexity, that's the only one I've really seen them go for. But it doesn't work out for them that time. NRG handle it, but the ball's kind of floating in front. Beast Mode gets there.
Good hustle from Beast Mode, getting back in time to prevent that shot. Needed his help. But you're right, Jorby. I think the Europeans kind of bringing that min-max mentality. Oh, and hold on. I thought Beast Mode would be able to clear this to the corner. Beast Mode, last back, a really bad 50 loss from Daniel. And I think Beast Mode just has barely any time to react. Complexity, they tie things up.
Yeah, got no boost either, so you can't really add any impact back to the ball. It's not the best place on your car either if you're trying to get it out, but he was from a tough spot, like you said, really all stemmed from the 50 there. And of course, CRR is around and creating that value. Diaz moving it downfield. If you had to point to one weakness maybe for Complexity that they may struggle with against NRG here is when they do get back on defense. If they take Raise Bull out, it becomes a lot easier to poke and pick up the goals. Beast Mode gets another one here.
Beast Mode. You can just see him reading the defense perfectly. A lot of people might make the easy play. You just hit it to the backboard, maybe take a shot for it's a rebound, whatever. No, Beast Mode says, I am going to catch this ball in a flip reset. And that is what he loves to do. Off the ceiling, you know, off the sidewall, anywhere. If Beast Mode can catch it in a flip reset, he might just do it. And that time, making that extra play there really paid off.
Yeah, he's absolutely insane. Diaz having to contend with two NRG defenders. Beast Mode cutting back as well. Complexity looking for an angle out. Raiseball just takes it himself. Beast Mode deleted with Daniel. It's actually a heavy touch. He's got no boost to keep control of that ball. CRO protected to his back wall.
We have seen some of the Titans in the other regions fall. We saw Wildcard, formerly Power, who was on that insane streak in OCE. They got stopped. Falcons were stopped. Will NRG be stopped? I think that's what a lot of people are wondering, Jorby.
You think if it were any weekend for it, it would be the one where the other Titans are falling, right? And they also kind of bucking the trend in a couple different areas there. Raise Bull off the corner, no boost. He had to time it perfectly. Diaz has to hold the line while the rest of his team gets fueled back up. Does the job well enough. CRR still having to work. Raise Bull playing a tight man right next to him, has to hold the ball again.
Raise Bull saw Beast Mode cheating up, didn't want to take it to the back corner. Beast Mode gets it down with the midfield. Atomic gets the bump on Diaz. Raise Bull cannot do enough. And what are you supposed to do? CRR taken out. Atomic takes out Diaz. Raise Bull recognized it was on him to do anything, but he was just too far out of the play, Jorby.
I mean, I think this is kind of where Diaz has, like, his weakest point on this team has been in those situations where it's been tough if he has to make that extended stay on defense, or he ends up giving too much space. It seems like he loses that vision on the transition sometimes, because he was getting caught like this a couple of times in the last series today and yesterday as well against Ultimates. You're thinking there, if someone's coming down to bump you, You might as well just go out and try to get that ball, right? He had a chance to go challenge Daniel.
Not just someone. Critical Massimo, the atomizer, but
Yeah, okay.
who needs defense when you can take it downfield? Goes up, gets the touch.
Oh,
Extra
baseball.
little air roll into the ball, beating beast mode out. I don't think beast mode was expecting that.
I mean, you had one more angle of coverage from Daniel. Raiseball actually kept Daniel completely flat on the ground. I feel like beast mode being covered there is fine as long as Daniel gets a look at it, but Raiseball was down there for a long time keeping Daniel flat. And that gave Diaz that extra little bit of push. He said he could beat 2. Beating 3 is a lot harder. Raiseball gives him that extra inch.
You have to respect the flip reset. That time Diaz, hold on, is that in?
Oh!
Posted out, rebound is good. Atomic. I think he was on empty, but look at that shot. The pass to CRR on low boost. I know Atomic had some boost. He was just a little bit too far in net. The power of that shot from CRR, the unreadable bounce off the post. What are you supposed to do, Jorby?
I thought his retreat back wasn't even bad. The line he took. It's just CRR's pop was so fast.
On 0.
Nothing he could do. Uh-oh. There you go, right back. 7 goals in 4 minutes. Atomic gives it right back to him.
Daniel getting the pitch of the Diaz and CRR.
Hey.
Ooh, that is...
Where you going, buddy?
I think they're both taking a stroll, and they have to watch that goal go into their net.
Diaz might need a cane.
Unfortunate play from Complexity there.
Well, you do all that work to come back as well. Diaz got that full field goal with the assist from Raiseball. CRR helped out last time as well. Here comes Diaz again. Air dribble bump. Had a lot of success against the Ultimates. He might bump him there. Raiseball's ready for it. He's like, yeah, I know what you can do.
But still, I mean, that closed down the attack. That was crazy from Atomic.
NRG are just ridiculous. So fun to watch.
They seem different. They seem different in this North American region.
CRR free jump as well in the midfield. Raiseball getting harassed from behind. Actually kind of puts him in position. Daniel forced to give it up. CRR close by, but nobody there to handle the ball in the corner. Raiseball back to CRR. Slows it down. Beast mode was ready, but CRR beats him. Almost got 2. Daniel was ready for it. It comes across. Shot for Diaz on the 50. CRR gets there quickly. Complexity again, a 0-second try. Diaz underneath. Raiseball next on the touch. They didn't get it. Then there's nobody there for Complexity. And that is GG game 1 for NRG.
Bounce back, keep the mental up, keep the spirits up. And they'll be right back into this one, Jorby.
Yeah, I think what you really like to see from Complexity was that 2-goal comeback, right? You want to, if you're a Complexity fan, you got to be able to shoot back against NRG because you're not going to maintain a lead against them so easily all the time. You're going to be down against them in some of these games. You have to find ways to create opportunities when you're down. Complexity clearly are capable of that. But then that's where NRG really challenge you because then it comes down, can you play mistake-free? They're not going to give you many mistakes themselves.
Yeah, but Complexity doesn't make that many mistakes. I mean, just looking at all the matches they've played this season. Oh, hold on. Oh, my. I guess
Critical Massimo.
It doesn't matter if you make mistakes or not, even if you're playing well. NRG will find a way around you.
Man, CRR, I don't even think that was a bad angle on the challenge either. He just straight up got beat. Raiseball also there on the layers. That was just NRG outplaying him.
And Daniel, I mean, he's controlling the ball, gets that pass through. It was very close. I mean, it was surprised it wasn't more of a ghost touch there with how close CRR was. But Daniel able to weave that ball just by him and get that shot opportunity for Atomic. But as I was saying, Jorby, Complexity has only lost to NRG in the Ultimates. That's it. They've been beating everybody else. The Ultimates went to Game 7, but against NRG, Complexity got swept.
I think it's been clear that the 3 teams that you're looking at, no matter what, at the top of North America is NRG and then Ultimates and Complexity. They've absolutely proven that. You've seen moments where either of those teams can take NRG on. As we've been saying, kind of droning on about with NRG, is They make you have to play perfectly, and no team has been able to do that against them in North America in particular.
Well, except
Diaz able
the
to put them
business
down.
and delete it somehow, right?
Well, yeah, there's the weird one every now and again.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Sathy was very upset with you.
Bracket NRG.
Yeah, playoff NRG, yeah. You're not wrong. Beast Mode almost got tackled there by Razebull. CRR had to use all of his boost too. It's not the most comfortable position right now for Complexity. Razebull, not a ton in the tank. Daniel is very far up. Beast Mode now racing back. Diaz, no boost, 50-50.
Good 50 from Beast Mode as well. You saw him jump, take the 50, and then use his flip to go get that corner boost. Beast Mode, such an inspiring player. Now is your rebound chance for NRG, broken up that first attempt by Diaz. This is really awkward. Beast Mode trying to force that ball on target. Complexity left scrambling a bit.
Very awkward still. CRR's completely left the play. The net was wide open. NRG weren't able to capitalize on it. CRR thought that ball was not coming back, and he left for boost. Complexity definitely get away with one here. CRR gonna try his best to move down the field. Beast Mode drops it right back down to Atomic. Complexity, you can tell they're antsy. They want to move downfield. They keep on pushing out. They feel like they don't have enough boost. They keep prioritizing the boost in contested situations, and that's making this hold quite tenuous.
See Atomic starting to lead the charge again. Diaz had to dive in on that ball now up against Beast Mode. CRR has the corner boost spawned for him and follows it up with a nice 50.
Even still, there's just no immediate follow-up. Razebull's sitting watching Daniel and Beast Mode play the ball and has to leave the play entirely. Diaz left to try to break CRR out, and they keep running into orange cars. That ball's going the wrong way for Complexity. Nice catch for Diaz. Forces Beast Mode to take the 50, and again, Razebull, he's got the boost to challenge, but that's tough. Atomic underneath it. It's gonna be a free ball back to Daniel. Beast Mode with another one, and NRG holding the ball excellently on this possession, despite Complexity's best efforts. Diaz doing his best to buy time and space for as long as he can. Gets the corner boost as well. CRR will try again. Every single try, James, is up the back wall, challenged by NRG. They finally get downfield, and Razebull mishandles the catch. Now they really got to move it across. CRR trying to make it work.
How many shots do you think Complexity has so far, Jorby?
I'm going to say... I haven't looked.
I'll just tell you, it's
feels
zero.
like none.
It's
It is
zero.
none?
That
That was
one
the first.
finally counted. That's the first shot for Complexity.
Oh,
NRG
my.
has been locking this game down. Still, it is just a one-goal game. Complexity, though, they have been forced all the way back, but Diaz has some space, has Razebull in support. The pass almost gets through, but Atomic jumped the lane.
And they're willing to, you know, Diaz doesn't have any momentum forward. They're willing to let him expend that boost and then take that 50. Their 50s have been so good off of him, it just hasn't mattered. Like, fine, take your space. If you're not going anywhere, we don't care. Diaz like, fine, I'll move this one to the box. Bull tries to slow it down more. CRR coming across. He's got no boost. Razebull's getting harassed by Beast Mode. Still taking point. Atomic got it across. Diaz full tank, and he gets chipped off the play again. NRG looking for insurance. Do they even need it?
That hesitation, it almost worked out, but Atomic was able to land the bump. Now it's going to be left to another 0-second chance for Complexity. Diaz beat to the ball by Daniel, and NRG shut out his spot, but NRG was still able to stop the attack.
Let's see how Complexity can adjust here. Just get to the next game. Daniel gets the ball immediately. To commit immediately. CRR taking the angle on the backboard. Razebull is the best chance Complexity have had all series, it feels like, as it comes up. Well, not all series. And that game two felt very long.
No, I get you. It's felt pretty one-sided. Even though Complexity did keep it close, they were fighting from behind most of game one. But also, I think surprising here, Jorby, is that we didn't see a timeout be called for Complexity either. They just wanted to roll right into game three.
Atomic. Yeah, that one felt inevitable. Diaz, car turned out from the net. It's going to be hard to get back and cross.
And this is such a nice touch from Beast Mode as well, because then Beast Mode, he gets the light touch, slows down the ball, puts it perfectly in front of his teammate, but he's also still in the play. Like, he's able to go for that bump and make Diaz divide his attention even just for a moment. But regardless, even if Beast Mode isn't going for the bump, that shot was slotted so perfectly, Diaz didn't have a chance.
Diaz picked on a couple times. Beast mode holds the flip, and there you have it again, James. You talk about it. Prioritizing using that flip reset to win the 50-50. It's worked out quite well, as it always does for Beast mode. He just straight up man modes Diaz off the ball. And even at 50, right back over to Daniel. Seems like Complexity are trying to find that positioning where they can actually get that touch off the 50, and you got to commit every layer here on defense.
We're seeing skim touches as well. We saw one from Atomic and then Daniel there, and they're not scoring off of them, but they are throwing the counterattack off. And, you know, if you've watched a lot of Mission Control, you know that Daniel and Beast Mode particularly love going for him, especially off the sidewall. So, and you have to respect it. NRG, they can do it to you.
Hard hit. Just not going to get it done. And that's a giveaway. You did have Diaz on the wing with a full tank of boost as well. Now he's just in a position to hold here in the corner. And the pass not on the mark. Razebull playing a close second. CRR lets it go. Atomic stays right in the lane. And no chance for Diaz to shoot at it. Complexity, the longest offensive stint. What can they make of it? They give Diaz the ball with a full tank of boost underneath with a reset, trying to break out.
Every time it looks like a player from Complexity will have space and maybe go for an outplay, it doesn't matter. The 50 still hits and just gets shut down right away. NRG shut out Complexity last game. We're at the halfway point. Complexity just 2 shots so far.
No harassment either. You saw Razebull actually check beast mode for a second, but then decided to get right back in the rotation. He's not afraid to get up there and headhunt, even if he goes very far ahead of that rotation, but clearly doesn't want to give NRG any kind of power play advantage if he's not 100% confident that Complexity actually have the ball. And, well, they haven't really had any chance to feel confident in this series yet. Atomic off the wall.
Good boost.
Nobody from NRG there.
Razebull moved upfield, trusted his teammates to get that clear out to him. Got that boost steal on Beast Mode. One reason why Beast Mode's low on this play right now, but TS has nothing in the tank either. You can see Daniel already in the air floating on that defense, but a chance now for Razebull. Heavy first touch.
Atomic was ready for it too.
Yeah.
Tracking it right with Daniel. And him pre-jumping there just put Atomic in the perfect spot. Beast Mode not going to get there on the hard touch. Atomic able to get the save. Complexity threatening, but they all have to leave. CRR hoping he can wrench this off of Beast Mode, but it comes out hard. Razebull has the read. Still a tough 50 to get a hold of. Diaz is downfield. CRR trying to beat Beast Mode to the play. 16 boots for Razebull. It's not enough to beat NRG.
Beast Mode had it covered, and now Daniel last back, or I should say leading the charge. Daniel almost doing it all. And Daniel does do it all himself. He was upfield alone for what felt like an eternity.
Diaz gets on the wall. Daniel just lets the ball fall. He can see Diaz. As soon as he sees Diaz up, Daniel's like, fine, ball comes down to me. I'm not actually up there yet. So now I turn it down underneath. Diaz has to make up for that time, get down to make that challenge. CRR also has to make up for it. Everyone's watching Diaz on that play to see how it's going to develop. Daniel takes advantage of the entire rotation, brings it down, and completely obliterates Complexity's defensive line, and they can't even get it there. CRR's follow-up is denied.
It's still not good enough. I mean, what are you supposed to do if you're Complexity? It just shows you the difference between NRG and most of the other teams in North America. This Complexity team has not struggled really against anyone, you know, except the Ultimates, obviously, that one going to Game 7. But NRG has had their number. It's not enough, Jordan.
It doesn't matter. It looks so clean. I was on Razebull cam for it, too. And, of course, Beast Mode's like, brother, that was an easy save. There's nothing exciting about that one to me. Diaz gets to the 50. Razebull might have a chance to talk up bumped. Razebull up high. They gotta collect here. And they can't! It was going in, and Atomic picked it out. It did!
I really thought it went in, and then somehow it got pitched out. There was a double commit there, but NRG using some type of spell to keep that ball out of the net. Looking like they're getting their second shutout of the series. Daniel lets that through, and you can see Diaz has stopped driving. Atomic still dribbling, though.
It's like, I'll keep playing.
Atomic playing to the whistle, and there is the whistle indeed. NRG shutting Complexity. NRG swept them out of the event last time in the first Open, and now Open 2. It looks like they are going to get swept again unless Complexity can find some type of success coming off this timeout.
It looked like they left the kickoff there to give CRR a clean touch at the ball. And CRR had to fight his way out of his own half, and now they're getting beat. Daniel out in front of it. Atomic there as well. Complexity. How do you get by NRG? Can you actually find enough confidence to get there, take them out of their rotation, or are you the ones getting deleted? There it is for Atomic. They got Devil on one, a bump on another, and CRR is flopping like a fish trying to control this ball, but he's looking like he's back in the water now. Just Razebull trying to catch up. They're on low boost using wave dashes to try to take something on offense here. NRG get the ball back.
NRG does have a deep toolkit, and they have been dismantling Complexity so far. There's another bump shot for beast mode. Rebound out to Daniel. Diaz had came off the back wall, expecting the shot earlier, expecting to be the one to defend it. CRR with some great composure there, not to panic, caught that ball on a dribble, was able to get it off the goal line, but here come NRG once more.
Daniel's just gonna do it himself. Oh, CRR happy to put that out to the side. With the danger of the dunk looming. Wait, CRR's downfield. Pass from Razebull's cut off. Need to work a little harder. They steal the boost. Diaz is fully running back to receive beast mode's touch. CRR's getting downfield, trying to harass. Actually pulls off of it. He couldn't find Daniel to get back into rotation. So they are, James, they are trying to find those demos, but then NRG, they spread out, and then all of a sudden there's no one to hit. And then you're the one who looks like you're out of position. Complexity having to avoid bumps themselves. Diaz, midfield boost spawns for him. And Razebull gets a chance at it, but can you actually get command of this ball and get through Daniel? CRR's there, but again, nothing.
I think Complexity, though, has started to fight their way out of this ditch. Good shot from CRR, looking for a rebound. Razebull will have to bail out. And it's plays like that that are so challenging. Atomic just pinches it off his own corner, and then all of a sudden, NRG is on the attack.
Daniel underneath. Ooh, CRR was thinking challenge. Razebull was just hoping to demo him out. Now Beast Mode gets the ball, holds it underneath. Atomic was in the middle of turning. It didn't look like Beast Mode was going to get a clean rebound to him. Couldn't recommit on it. CRR gets a bump, but there's a layer again. Atomic picks up the save. And you connect with the physicality. It doesn't matter. There's another play on NRG. Diaz bump back into the play. CRR can't get back to it. And now they might be dead. The crossbar saves the day for Complexity. Beast Mode up in front of it again. NRG swarming the hive right now. Complexity running out of boost and running for their lives.
That was a remarkable play. You saw Diaz get bumped off the wall, ended up getting bumped again into the ball, almost leading to a goal for NRG. Complexity, they can't buy a goal right now, but fortunately for them, that situation they were able to get out of, that would have been devastating for them. Now Atomic going for the backward pass. CRR will clear it safely to the side, but Beast Mode jumps the lane. Diaz, though, with a big clear.
Daniel first on the attack there. Beast Mode going to get his corner boost. He'll need Atomic. Beast Mode's ready for it now with 75. Pulled, bumped back into the ball, and will take the 50. Holds the power slide, keeps it going. There's nobody immediately ready for NRG, but Daniel knows only a matter of time. Beast Mode waits on the wing as well. Atomic sees CRR, has to give him space. Daniel on the opposite side as Diaz takes control. Diaz loses the ball. Oh, Atomic and Daniel both love that one. Atomic will take it.
Diaz wasn't able to get the scoop there. Nice little pass. Diaz jumping in there, but Daniel didn't bite. Now going in and see Daniel stealing the back corner boost. Atomic keeping this ball elevated, going for a bump. Diaz handled that well, getting it to Razebull, but has to turn back into the play. Daniel going for the bump, but Diaz does well to dodge it.
Oh, Atomic got caught. This is a chance for Razebull. It's a race, though, and yep, no one's getting back. Atomic just out of position there, and Razebull will collect.
You saw the dive in from NRG before. Atomic needed to either turn back or get some type of challenge on that ball. And Complexity, they're able to bring it downfield. It's not exactly how you write it up. Not the prettiest of goals, but Complexity will take it. They end that scoring drought as well.
Now, both on the double diagonal decided to go to the corner boost. They let the middle back go and take the challenge on the kickoff. Beast Mode actually just wins that touch completely. Back over to his teammate, Daniel. Not on target. Diaz gets downfield. Complexity just trying to stay alive.
Well, Diaz bumped Daniel.
Ooh, CRR. I think Actually, if he lets Atomic clear that, rlesports was there to punish it, and he might have scored, but instead, it ended up keeping it safe for NRG. Diaz was forced to sit here on the wall. NRG not quite done yet in the final 10 seconds in Complexity's half. CRR dropping it down again through beast mode, but that'll give Daniel a chance at the ball. Atomic on the wing. Downfield, you've got Daniel as well, or beast mode as well, excuse me. I just want to keep it up in the air as long as possible. CRR's there. No sweeps today, James.
And Complexity get it to guarantee our spot at the major. Just win one more game. One more game. Wonder if that'll weigh him down a bit.
Has to be Complexity's thought. That's how you got to take a potential reverse sweep is 0-0, 5 minutes every time. Diaz couldn't quite keep control of the ball off the flip reset. Good initial idea. Beast mode. The boost spawns right after he leaves it. Still not hard for him to challenge Complexity on that back wall. Oh, good approach from Diaz that time. Doesn't rush into the play either. Really trying to focus on winning that 50-50. I don't know, whatever Complexity talked about in that timeout. You see the adjustment. Diaz more willing to approach and have those threats on defense, and he'll let that ball go for rlesports.
And we've seen much more possession for Complexity. Before it was just a shooting simulator.
Whoa.
Now, oh, Daniel has a tough read to make. CRR gets a piece of it. Another good challenge from Daniel. But we're seeing NRG forced to boom the ball downfield a few of these times. Now rlesports chance to redirect. rlesports shot is high, and beast mode will get the extra touch out.
And there had to be top shelf. Daniel was coming in, and you saw the height he got on the shot as well. Not even sure it was guaranteed, but you certainly at least have to put that on target. Beast mode deleted on the play, and Complexity back on defense. Diaz still having a fight a Daniel coming from behind. CRR wins the touch, but that's not going to be enough unless Atomic misses the ball. Daniel's there to back him up, but it could create a chance as Atomic is frozen. It needs Daniel's assistance. Not going to have it. Beast mode right there. rlesports hoping somebody could be there to help, but Diaz not too willing to do it. He'll bump Daniel on the play. That does give CRR a chance.
That was some small ball there. Everything so close. All the players so close together. The ball hit right onto beast mode's hood, and he says, okay, I'll just keep playing this on. Oh, the huge dunk! And this is what I was talking about with the air dribble 50s, Jorby. Daniel is so deadly with them.
He really is. I mean, the ball drops down like this. Just make your car as wide as possible. Is that challenge coming from underneath? Good luck getting that ball past Daniel's hood. They're going to lose that 50 every single time. Daniel, excellent on the approach. And again, NRG, another lead.
Complexity, will they be able to come from behind? We haven't seen it before.
Whoa.
We're able to get that shutout win. And in game one, they had to come from behind, and already they have a good chance, but beast mode swatting it away.
Need more than one in really any given attack to clear out those lanes. That's a hard pass to CRR, but Daniel with the catch and release back to Atomic, who also just the mid-air pass. Hasn't having quite enough boost to get that reset. Get the bump. Beast mode shot right back into Diaz. Daniel drops it back to the wall. Complexity defense holding for now. rlesports gets the ball. Atomic will punish, and Complexity is looking like it might be the end.
Pummels that ball. CRR trying to get another touch. rlesports dives in. Diaz cannot comprehend the fact that no one on his team hit that ball. Was playing for the hit upfield. And Atomic, he says, nope, this one's going in your net.
Again, CRR off the kickoff. Diaz hoping that touch comes. A lot of hope that touches will come. And what has hope done for Complexity? Nothing. CRR.
It might have run out, Jorby.
It might not have been much to begin with.
Only 2 minutes left here for them to get to. In last game, they only got one. It was the first goal they had in quite some time after being shut out a pair of times in a row. This will be a monumental comeback if Complexity can do it.
rlesports kept fighting for that ball. CRR just couldn't stay with it. Every inch matters. You feel like you finally make a play, and the ball skirts like 6 inches in front of you. That's enough space for NRG just to wrench it away. Atomic underneath has the reset. No goal, off target. NRG a minute 30 away from a trip to Birmingham.
Beast mode stealing boost, going off the ceiling. Daniel chipping it to himself. rlesports did get a piece of it. It found its way over to beast mode. Atomic will jump at the midfield, passing over to beast mode. Beast mode bumps Raiseful and then goes for the shot. Beast mode is brutal.
He's best in class, James. There just simply is not anyone better in North America than this NRG squad, and beast mode's at the center of it. Time and again, this man is impossible to beat.
That would be so infuriating if you're Raiseful. You're trying to drive to it. Beast mode just drives in front of you, messes up your touch, and then pulls a Ewing and puts the ball right into your net, the one that you should have been clearing downfield. And now beast mode full 50s. This NRG squad is comfortable right now, Jorby.
You know when you see beast mode just turn off ball cam? Like, didn't even look like he had clear possession. He's harassing CRR. He does not care. He knows. He can feel it. NRG can feel it. With 40 seconds left, NRG fans out there, they know it. And they may have known the whole time. Diaz to CRR. Every NRG touch is a touch closer to Birmingham. Beast mode in front of it again. And what a performance. I mean, you're not just beating complexity here. You're making a statement against them again.
They hammered.
Shutout performances. Complexity get one game this time. And like you said, it didn't even feel like they won a game.
Another goal here? Probably no. It's just off target. But with this win, NRG Esports will secure their spot at the Birmingham Major.
Ooh, beast mode way up there. Congratulations to NRG, the first North American team to qualify. Going to Birmingham in our first major. All small.